Hi, Florette here, and thanks for joining me here at Ink on 3. We're going to be doing a really fun card using the alphanumeric stamp set along with the beautiful music stamp set by Ink on 3. We're also going to use the blackout detail ink. It's a waterproof ink that works really great with Copic markers. So let's get started. First, you'll see I'm going to ink up the letter U, and we're going to create the word You Rock, because who doesn't like a card that says You Rock? It makes everybody smile. But what you'll notice I'm doing is I'm lining up each letter with one of the lines on the grid of the stamping block so that each letter can touch the other. It just makes it a lot easier to fussy cut out, or if you want to cut it out with, say, a scan and cut machine or a silhouette, it just makes it a lot easier. What I really love about this stamp set is I can customize a card for anyone with their name or anything like that. It's super fun, and it also has all the numbers, so if you're doing a special birthday, you can make a special birthday card with their name and age that they are this year. It's really cool. And then we're going to take this and we're going to Copic color it, but we're going to do rainbow colors. I thought that would be so cool. So I picked out some markers that I felt worked really good together. I just looked at my stash and kind of picked some markers out, and I'll show you each marker as we're going along. And we're going to start out with the red, and we're going to color part of the U in. Then we're going to move to the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, and the purple. So I'm going to put on just a little music for a few minutes, and you can watch me blend all these together. Now look at that. That is so cool. And how awesome will that be on a rockin' card? We're going to add a guitar from the music set, and we only use 6 markers to do that. And I'll actually put these in the description so that you can see exactly what markers will work for this rainbow technique. Now you can do them vertically or horizontally, which is really cool. So either way you do the letters will look great. So we're going to use the blackout ink again because it really is a fantastic ink. It's very black. It's waterproof. You can use it with your Copics. You can use it with your watercolors. It really works with any media you're going to put on it. And the thing I love about this ink the most is that it dries instantly to the touch. So you're not going to smudge it up after you stamp it, and then it dries really fast. You can start coloring with your Copics within just a few seconds. So here I'm going to do the guitar. It's a very easy little thing to color. You can see all I'm using is 2 different blues and then that nice tan color for the neck of the guitar. So I start out with my light color, and then I'm going to go over it with my darker color, and then again over with the lighter color just to blend everything together. But it's a really easy image to color, and you'll see here I'm going to add just a little more darkness, because as you add light colors over dark colors with Copics, they will tend to lighten up. So you can always add a little bit darkness back in. So I'm going to use the E43 for the neck of the guitar, then I'm going to go back with the blue and do the top of the guitar. And now we have this super cool guitar. I'm just going to color in the little knobs, and you see I got a little blue in the white, so I'm going to grab my colorless blender and I'm going to remove the ink. Now the colorless blender is really not a blender, it's more of an ink remover when you're working with Copic, so it almost erases any mistakes you make. And you can always use a white gel pen to cover up any other areas that you get outside of the line. So here I'm adding some glitter with a wink of Stella, or any glitter pen will work, because I just thought it would give a really rockin' cool feel. Who doesn't like a little glitter? So we glitter up the word "You Rock" as well, and that just really punches it all up. So it's a really fun card. It's going to make somebody smile, and it's actually really easy to do. So here I'm going to, I die cut out a piece of paper. This is all going to fit on an A2 size card, and you're going to see I'm using a Misty stamping block just so I can double stamp if I want to, and I can line everything up where I want it to go. So I'm lining up the music staff right under the "You Rock." I'm just kind of lining it up, but I'm going to do something interesting here. I already have the guitar, but I'm going to stamp it again on my card so that I know exactly where to overlay the other one, because we're going to add like a really cool yellow halo around the guitar. This way I'll know exactly where to glue it on, and it's going to be really, really cool effect. So I'm just smoothing it out, and there you go. We've got a really great base to start our card. I'm going to use a little distress ink and a dauber. You can see this is where I'm going to place the guitar, and now I can just go right over the guitar. I don't have to worry about later, you know, where I put this halo. I'll know exactly where I want it to be, so that kind of glows around the guitar. And look at how easy that was. So now I'm going to do some embossing, and I got an anti-static tool, so I'm going to anti-static the card, and I'm going to ink it up with our Juicy embossing ink. It's really great ink because it really is like the name. It's very, very juicy, so you've got a lot of time to work with it. It doesn't dry quickly, so you've got enough time to put all your stamps and then emboss it. And I'm using this really nice embossing powder I found that has glitter in it, and I will put that in the description below as well. So I'm heating it up to melt my embossing powder, and oh my god, look at that glitter. It is just looking so cool. So I grab a couple more stamps from the beautiful music set. It's really great because it has these additional notes that you can add as accent pieces all around your card. And you can see here, I'm just adding them here and there. And now I've got this really cool overlay that I'm going to put on my card. I'm going to grab a little foam tape, and I'm going to adhere some of that to the back of the guitar, and I'll also put that on the back of the "You Rock." So we're going to pop those things off of our card. And what I really like about this tape is I can cut it to size, so I can make the pieces as small or as large as I need them. So here you can see I'm just going to pop it right over that guitar, and no one will ever know that you had that guitar there to remember where you were placing everything. And here I'm adding just a little bit of that foam tape to the back of "You Rock," and we're going to peel off the back and stick that on as well. So it's a really simple card, but it's very, very effective and very cool. Look at that. Who wouldn't like that? So now I'm going to put the "Happy Birthday" from the beautiful music stamp set. And what I love about this stamp is the "Happy Birthday" letters are done with music notes. So it's almost like someone's singing them happy birthday when they open the card. Look at that. Isn't that so cool? So we're actually going to incorporate some stars inside too. So I'm going to use that same distress ink that I used to make that halo around the guitar, and just add a few stars to the inside. Isn't that cool? I am just loving this card. I would love this card. So I also cut a black piece of paper to A2 size card, front size, and I'm just going to put a little adhesive on that and align it to the front of my card. Then we're going to grab our foam tape again, and we're going to tape it to the front of the card so it bumps it off, just to give it a little added dimension. So I like to cut it in half so that I'm not using as much tape, and I'll put those around the edges. And then I'll also make a larger piece in the center that I'll use without cutting it in half, just so that it doesn't bow in the center or push down. It just gives it a really nice sturdy base. So we're just going to peel that off and then line it up on the center of the card, but we're going to open our card to make sure we get it the right side up. We don't want to put it on upside down. And there you have it. I'm putting just a little bit of glitter on the inside, so when they open it up, it also has a little glitz and glam to go with their rockin' birthday card. So that is the card we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this. It's a rockin' good time to use your Copic markers and rainbow and some great stamp set. So thanks for joining me, and if you love what you see, please subscribe, and we'll see you again next time.